Hi everyone, my name is Kevin. Back to my YouTube channel, and today I would like to share the topic about staying in Taiwan from my perspective and my new friend's perspective as well. And this video, I'd like to know more about my perspective about my stay in Taiwan and also her. Also, we would like to discuss about how Taiwan changed our perspective than in Indonesia. And the last thing is what things we appreciate after we are doing things abroad.
All right.
All right. Before I begin the conversation with her, I would like to introduce my new friend. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Mary. I'm Indonesian living in Taiwan for like almost 5 years.
I would like to know more about you, like your personal reasons after why you want to stay, or anything you want to, see a bigger perspective
Yeah.
for yourself. Can you tell me more about?
Actually, that's a really long story, and the reason behind all of this in my 5th year, and I have my full-time job here. Dan kedua, I think I have my future here, and I think I like being here. I mean, like, I really love Taiwan. Gitu. I like their lifestyles. I love the people. Well, yeah, because like it's been like 5 years, so I know that I miss my friend back. And I done my master too here. Ya, and then bener emang kemarin sempat jadi ketua Perpita. Kalau saya you guys don't know, Perpita itu adalah Persatuan Pelajar Indonesia di Taiwan. Gitu. One of the largest Indonesian students association. Yeah.
And thank you for having the conversation with me today. So
No problem.
let's get to the which aspect of your growth? Is it
Okay.
about your life? Is it about being open mind in Taiwan and seeing this from new perspective or any kind? Can you
Yeah.
tell me more there?
So, long short story. When I was the president of the Perpita, sebenarnya itu adalah one of my turning back my life. I think I grew up because I joined that, and then I saw that there's a lot of opportunities that actually that I got, and apa yang aku dapetin dan apa yang aku bisa lakukan pada saat itu gitu. Dan sebenarnya I met a lot of people. It's one of the craziest thing that I met, like not only Indonesian but like Taiwanese, or like another, like maybe my friend from Malaysia, another organization, and I met apa ya bilangnya kayak, I'm not going to say old people, no, maybe like more
You meet a lot
senior.
of more senior,
More
and you
senior.
meet a lot of new
Yeah.
people that can bring you to grow the new
Yeah.
perspective to your life.
Yeah, and at the time I really enjoy it, but then it changed my life of like how I'm thinking, and then how I should respond, and more likely is ternyata about emotional intelligence.
It's matter right
Yeah, I
now.
learned that from that 1 year. Sebenarnya handling everything, met a lot of people, and then how I should react and everything. I think that's the turning point.
As a creative, previously I was professional in tech, and I think doing creative thing in Taiwan give me another more perspective about how do I see people, how do I understand the environment in Taiwan as well. So that's helped me a lot. And the third one, because same as you before, you mentioned about the growth, you mentioned about new perspective. For me, I feel like this past 11 years helped me a lot as a person, because I spent my study like 6 years in Yunlin, and then after graduation I'm starting working. I see a lot of people, seeing a lot of things happen in Taiwan, and have to be open-minded. That matters, because whenever you meet the people, whenever being open and also patient and calm, because you cannot make like rush decision in yourself. If you make it and then it happens, and that's happened to myself previously. I make like a little bit rush decision, but in the end, still all good.
Oh, talking about that, I think I do really agree that actually Taiwan gives us a lot of opportunities. I haven't mentioned this, but I also realized this. Actually, mostly when I was in my university, international students. I don't know. How about you? Are you overseas or like just international?
I was overseas Chinese student, but since in my uni we don't have much people that can speak Chinese, sometimes the international office ask me to be part of the to be part of the Indonesian and help them explaining what's going on, what should they do. But sometimes, people have their own thing, so it is what it is for me.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have actually a lot of friends from the sea, like regional, like Belize. I don't even
Belize?
know. Yeah, Belize. Do you know where is it?
Like American country or Africa?
Yes, it's American. But like
American.
Guess which
Sorry.
part of America?
Sorry. Can you mention one more time, please?
Belize. Oh.
It's like in the
Asia. I don't think that I have this chance.
Believe me, you don't have
Yeah. I think this is most precious experience that I'm really grateful that I met them and know them and then I can get along with them. I think this is really the best opportunities that you can get if you
It's
come.
priceless.
Yeah.
It's about a lot of countries, right? I want to share my perspective. So back in like my bachelor's time, I have a plan to going to the Netherlands. Accept some Dutch students came to Taiwan. So I met 4 students in my uni. And funny enough, we have a lot of conversations and they also asking me if I'm interested to visit the Netherlands. Also, it's my dream as well. It's my childhood dream, like visit the Netherlands. And a year after, I went to Netherlands as exchange student from my uni.
Is it like exchange?
Yeah, exchange program from my uni.
Oh wow.
So I was like disbelief when I check check the list. Like my name is on the list, and went to Netherlands. And after that, through several weeks, I'm in the Netherlands. I make an appointment with them. One of them just want to say thank you for sharing the experience to living. I mean, in Taiwan for me, it's more flexible.
Yeah, I
More flexible.
Yeah, more.
In Netherlands, like you have to run a lot of appointment, around a lot of
Culture maybe.
the culture as well. I mean, well, we are Indonesian, so we can speak a little bit of Dutch, and I can speak a little bit Dutch, but not much. So for me, that's helping with.
I also do agree that sebenarnya kalau misalnya you're coming to this country, right? So that means like they're more open, and then we are also more open, and then I mean like don't be shy, because I met a lot of people that speak that language well, so I just like kept quiet. But I think like one most important thing is that be brave because
I can add from this one. So from my own experience, a part of the exchange before me. So a year before me, she visited the UK, and I was asked Chinese like today.
yeah, of course.
And at that time, I was hired by Department of Design.
Farmer of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my uni, our most famous department is design. That's the first. Second is engineer. So because my uni has a lot of, and some seniors approach me like, hey, can you work, blah, blah, blah. But they don't mention me like, doing MC.
Master of ceremony.
Yes, in Chinese and English.
Wow.
And I have for 3 days. 3 days in a row. I getting paid. That's a good pay. Actually, in my school, that's a ever as a part-time student. But at the time, I realized that I seek that opportunity. I was afraid because this is Chinese. And funny enough, I already mentioned some professional name.
Oh. And what happened?
They smile. They smile. They don't mad at me, but in the end, like, I'm sorry for that. I mean, it's okay, but that's what it should be. Make some fun a bit, but I was a little bit pressured because my senior saw me like smiling. All right, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, like, if you seek that opportunity, if you're brave enough to try something new and be yourself, percaya sama aku, kesempatannya banyak banget turun.
Benar.
Ya.
Tapi sebenarnya how to say, di sini tuh mereka sangat-sangat banyak kasih opportunities sebenarnya. Students is, even though as I said before, I was an international student before and I don't speak Chinese, maybe like I'm even fluent, but then you know what, I got like 3 interns in different, yeah, 3
That's
interns
crazy.
in different times.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then I'm like, mostly I don't speak Chinese in that. Maybe like more like company, how to say, kerja apa ya? Kerja kantor lah, kantoran, kerja
Oh, like
kantor.
professional work kind of thing.
Professional work is hard for them. But sebenarnya gak mungkin aku dapat kayak these 3 interns, all of them just like I don't speak.
After that summer internship,
Mhm.
I got full time after that. Transition to full time.
Wow.
So that's like overturn point. So same issue. Maybe you have 3 internship. Someone, maybe your friends thought about you, but you made it. So that's something like you fight for that.
Yeah.
And I really like that. Honestly.
Stop dulu deh.
Boleh. So this is last questions to you.
Okay.
Appreciate more after living abroad for these past 5 years.
Should we spill it at once?
Sure, no worries.
Okay. Straight. Me time.
Me time.
Me time?
It's like the sunny day outside. Pakai karpet.
Okay. Okay.
Karena buatku ngobrol dengan awan artinya yang ketenangan buat aku dari personal and level. Karena buatku kalau misalnya kita nggak nge-stop nih bahaya. You have to put yourself first. Always remember to myself. How about you?
Sebenarnya more like I've been most apa ya ngomongnya, hampir 4 dari 5 tahun aku di sini tuh hidupku was so hectic.
Like what?
Like find something so I can keep me alive.
Got
Kita
you.
ngapain? Yeah, because like I felt here, I need to see everything. Because aku lebih kayak adventures ya orangnya. Jadi kayak aku suka, di sini ada event, di sana ada apa. I want to sit, I need to come. Misalnya kayak new cafe ya, cewek-cewek biasanya.
I
Like girls.
got you, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's some point that I felt I don't think I can do this anymore. Like I feel like until that point, yeah. And then I should appreciate my time. One of them is like me time, yeah. Having myself like maybe like cuma di rumah, or maybe mungkin go to the gym or exercise. Mungkin how important that is, yeah. Okay, for me.
Karena kalau yang aku lihat sekarang ya, orang-orang sekarang observe buatku itu mereka mungkin, jadi kalau aku sih lebih kayak harus banyak ngobrol sama diri sendiri pertama.
Yeah. You're reflecting or like
Wow, this interesting question.
yeah. I just want to know because like for me at that time aku merasa waktu itu kayak aku kayak karena I invite my friends over atau misalnya itu kayak mereka yang approach aku gitu loh. Jadi kayak all my days is like full. So I feel like capek banget gitu. And then that's it.
Everything based on appointment. Jadi supaya nggak lebih capek, kedua kamu lebih menghargai orangnya juga sih. Kayak kamu beneran misalnya nih, you're close friend to friend A. Jadi kamu tahu kamu memang spend waktu untuk dia, dan dia juga spend waktu untuk kamu. Jadi tersalurkan semua. Tapi kalau misalnya nggak by appointment, they gonna mad. That's Netherlands culture.
Wow.
Dan aku sekarang dari aku 2019 ya, so year before COVID, pulang ke Taiwan sampai sekarang aku terapin itu. Everything based on appointment. Kalaupun kepepet, so I can prioritize or not.
Okay.
But most of the time I reject.
Okay. So it's mostly more based on prioritize.
So this kind of normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bener.
Iya.
I do agree about that. I know. Okay, and I think secondly,
Makanan.
makanan.
Say about the food. I mean, Taiwan's food for me as 11 years and counting for me living. Tasty and delicious as well.
Okay.
But sometimes kangen rumah itu wajar
Oh ya, benar.
di Taiwan. Kecuali you have to go to Pingtong.
Oh ya, of course.
Itu baru ada. But in Taipei jarang go back to Indonesia. Air kelapa itu udah wajib. Kedua, makanan di Taiwan buatku itu varian itu aja. Tapi kalau rumah sendiri, pilihannya banyak. Mau nasi, mau mie,
Benar-benar.
lontong. Imagine that my hometown rawon lah.
Oh,
Jadi variasinya banyak, kita nggak merasa bosan.
oke.
Dan ketiga juga maksudnya because these past 2-3 years aku lebih berusaha untuk kontrol nutrition on my body.
Iya, makanannya.
Iya, makanan.
Iya.
Karena baru aku sadar 1-2 tahun ini tuh makanan Thailand sebenarnya lumayan berminyak.
Really, I thought like there.
Beberapa,
Oh,
nggak semua,
iya,
beberapa.
Okay.
Beberapa aja. Jadi kalau aku pengen makan ya aku makan. Tapi kalau enggak ya coba ganti makanan Indo gitu.
But funny things, I personally think that Taiwanese food is really healthy compared to Indonesia. Yeah, I feel more healthy because like everything kayak ada sayurnya, harus ada pasti ya. Kalau misalnya kita pesen makan, ada sayurnya weh. Aku kayak
Ini
wow.
saya agree with that ya.
Yeah.
Kalau di Indo nggak ada. And jangan lupa sup. Itu penting.
Sup, ya.
Karena supnya adalah sup dulu,
Sup dulu and then rice.
rice. Jadi biar lega semua di bawah pencernaan gitu. And that's I learn a lot. But beda, kita langsung
Iya.
nasi. Jadi kayak nggak terurai. Gitu.
No wonder like mereka biasanya di sini sediain sup and drink for free ya.
Yeah.
Saya di sini tahu.
That's I like. But kalau dari harga sih
Yeah, it
Indonesia
depends.
masih
Yeah,
ya
it depends.
masih lebih murah tapi depends which food do you choose.
Iya, benar. Oke. Udara tuh bahasa Inggrisnya apa ya? Apalagi what I appreciate in Taiwan adalah sebenarnya udaranya. You cannot find this air or like everything in like udara di Taiwan tuh kayak purely sebenarnya nggak ada kalau misalnya kita bilang ya. Jarang banget. Ada pun kayaknya cuma 30% kalau misalnya terakhir aku baca. Nggak sampai 30%, maybe like 20 or 15.
Lebih bilangnya kalau polusi itu mungkin di industrial park.
Oh iya iya.
Ya, itu udah pasti,
Iya,
itu udah pasti,
kamu pergi
iya.
ke sana.
Tapi kalau
Bener banget. Dan ini rare banget ya. Back then kalau misalnya kita pulang di Indonesia, wah, you can feel it. That's why like I really appreciate.
about me, about air in here in Indonesia. So selama aku di Taiwan, aku tuh jarang sakit.
Bener.
Karena aku juga olahraga. Ya, udaraku yang di dalam tubuh itu ketransfer balik semuanya. Jadi kayak ditukar gitu lah. Dan aku merasa lebih segar. Tapi, as you mentioned, back to Indonesia, setiap kali aku pulang, aku tuh harus beli obat vitamin C. Karena cepet, nggak tahu kenapa.
Kalau aku sih hajing-hajing ya. Kayak flu gitu. Semacam flu kayak beli banget. Kayak gitu.
Aku lebih kayak nggak nyaman kalau tidur kayak aneh. Jadi kalau mau nafas tuh kayak aneh.
Iya,
Biasanya kayak aneh gitu loh. Jadi kayak walaupun banyak pohon tapi beda aja udaranya.
Tapi memang bener-beda sih. If you guys pernah kesini, wah, it's different lah.
You have to feel the air in Taiwan or Taipei at all, guys, because in here is
Yeah.
so
We're talking about air, not the weather. Ya.
yeah. That's the
It's
air.
not the-
Yeah. The air. So
it's gonna be different.
the air
Yeah.
is like more helpful or something like bring you healthiness, something like that, because I don't feel sick here. Merasa capek